Howdy folks, welcome back to another episode. It's a Saturday episode. We have just returned from sunny Spain, Torremolinos. Plenty of travel videos, Fangaroa, Benalmudena, Torremolinos. If you haven't seen those yet, give those a watch. Yeah, we got back yesterday, but no rest for the wicked. As you know, we love what we do. Couldn't waste a Saturday, could we? So we have come over the border for our first ever venture on the pub crawl into Wales. And you might be able to see behind me the racecourse grounds. So you know where we are. You know where we were from the title anyway. We're in Wrexham. Hollywood mogul Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney, whose name I can never say, from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the chairman of this beauty. Right here, Wrexham Football Club. So we are starting with something. Anybody who's never seen the documentary series based on Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, I don't say that, buying the club. Anyone who's seen that, give my wife a wave. There she is, over there. She is here. She's not waving though. Wave. Hello. There she is. Anyone who's seen Welcome to Wrexham will realise that this place, that's pretty much in the grounds of the football ground, this is where Wrexham Football Club was actually conceived. This is where the football club was made. It is right here. It's called the Turf. So we're going to start with that. Have a look at that ground, it's lovely, isn't it? So pub number one of our day is going to be the Turf. If you haven't seen Welcome to Wrexham, by the way, it's on Disney Plus, and I can highly recommend watching it. It's really good. Let's get on with some of these pubs. Number one, the Turf. It's a proper banging little pub. Look at all the stuff they've... Obviously the Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds thing, but these are all customers and local people. Up on the wall. Looks great, doesn't it? It is a shrine to their heroes. Can't knock at all, can it? It's a great little pub. Pool table. It's just cool. And like I say, if you've never seen that documentary, definitely check that documentary out, because it's well worth watching. It's a little series and it's great. Right, loved that. It's nice having watched it on the series, like being in it and just sort of seeing around all the bits of it and all the stuff they've done. It's a great little place. So a good little place to start. We've come right over to the other side of town there where people shouted at us we should start. Magic Dragon Brewing. Sounds right up my street, doesn't it? So, let's turn you. Magic Dragon Brewing. It's an old pub. Obviously now with its own brewery, I would imagine, and stuff like that in it. I mean, I'm never going to actually read any of the signs and things they say, but I would imagine that probably says tap room and premium lager. And it doesn't say anything on the other side. So up next, first one in the town itself, Magic Dragon Brewing. Super little pub. So yeah, they have got their own brewery stuff. Hoppy Jester, that sounds quite cool. But it is pretty cool. I've gone for this because I would have gone for the black IPA that they've run out, and I haven't got any of the stout either, so I've gone for this Snowden Craft. What a cool little place. Oh. I like it. Good shout out, people, good shout out. I'm going to apologise now for my pronunciations of just about anything today, because I can't see me getting many of these names right. So I'm going to try my best and do what I can, but we're walking around the outskirts now. We're going to try and get the outskirts done, go to the bottom corner and then work our way back through the centre. So this one, I would say, is called the Welsh Fusilier, because that might be how they spell Welsh. But Holly reckons it might be the Welsh Fusilier. So I'm going to say the Welsh Fusilier, and you're going with Welsh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Basically, we don't know. We haven't got a clue. We do know it's a craft union pub, or at least it looks like a craft union pub. It's got craft union ID, so we're going to say it's a craft union pub, and it's called either the Welsh or the Welsh Fusilier. I know what a Fusilier is, so at least that's one part of it that I've done all right. But start number two then, the Welsh Fusilier. Yeah, it's definitely a craft union pub. Doing craft union. All craft union pubs are craft union pubs, and you always know what you're going to get on the taps. It's got pool table, it's got all the screens and stuff that you would expect to have all the way around, and it looks a decent little pub. So I'm pretty sure I was right, because inside the Welsh Fusilier they've got some memorabilia and stuff on all of the Welsh Fusiliers. But that is how the Welsh spell Welsh. And I was right. I'm always right. I don't know why she pretends otherwise sometimes. So yeah, it's called the Welsh Fusilier. But just over the road, it's craft union pub, obviously, mega busy, as you saw. watching the racing, things like that. It's pretty standard stuff that goes on in a craft union pub up and down the country, isn't it? Nothing to write home about on the drinks choices, no real ale and stuff in there, but yeah, decent enough pub, and nice to see it busy. But just over the road then is, I'm gonna have to apologise for this one, Sef Seren, which my wife thinks means
7 stars in Welsh.
7 stars in Welsh. So
It was originally the 7 Stars Hotel.
talk us through.
Its current name, Sef Seren, 7 stars in brackets, reflects the pub's reopening in January by a Welsh language centre, so it's a Welsh 7 stars.
There you go, you heard it here first, the 7 stars, but in Welsh. Sef Seren is our 4th stop of the day. This is a super little pub. It obviously got a big stage and stuff, probably a bands and stuff playing up there. Good little selection of stuff on here, including Wrexham lager. I had one, I told you guys I would have one, and I did. But it's a nice little pub altogether, this. Dartboard, it's very Welsh in colour. But it's a really nice, pretty little place. I'm at home in here, I like it a lot. You know what I really liked in there? It's nice, I'm learning some Welsh, aren't I? So Sef Seren means 7 stars. Who knew? I'm gonna go home multilingual today. After all the Spanish I spoke last week as well. Right, next up then is 2-minute walk, Rough Hands Tap Room. Now this, as you can see on the sign, is a craft beer bar. Very modern feeling, very modern looking craft beer bar. Busy, as you'd expect craft beer bars to be. But yeah, I'm very happy to have found another craft beer place so soon. Looking forward to it. So Rough Hands is stop number 5 of the day. You see what I've got? Look, I've got in here. The new Stupid from Vault City. I love it. I think this place is definitely right up there with my favourite things of the day so far. As you would expect. It's pretty damn cool. It's a very modern feeling little micro pubby type place, as you would expect. And I absolutely love it. And I cannot wait to go and get this. Right, before I take a mouthful of this, I want us to experience this together. If this is anywhere near as good as the other 2 stupids, it's going to be something amazing, isn't it? Look at it. Look at it. Oh my god. That might just be the best stupid yet. Whew. Taking one of them home with me. You know, it always upsets us when we walk past beautiful old pub buildings, and they're no longer pubs or boarded up or whatever. But look at this. So that was obviously called the Tool, but how beautiful that was. So it's got boots on the. So I don't know how long it's been like that for, but that was absolutely stunning. Run into the ground by Marston's by the looks of things. What a shame. What an absolute waste. Here's your history and culture bit as well, if the seagulls will allow me to speak. They are so loud, those seagulls, aren't they? But just in front of us is beautiful looking church, look. You know, I like to show you the nice parts of the towns and cities that we visit, and that is a very nice looking church, isn't it? Ah, cocktail bar. I remember seeing that pop up on Welcome to Wrexham when me and Holly were watching it last night. Yep. Cocktail bar, we definitely saw that. But we're heading down here, and we're going along to, what we're going to?
Foxes, something Foxes.
Cutting edge reporting as usual, Holly.
Oh, show me where to go.
Cross Foxes?
Cross Foxes, that's it.
Cross Foxes, yeah. Honestly, sometimes I just try and make her feel involved and like she's part of the team. And then she can't even answer the simplest question while she's reading the directions in front of her. So, you know. Karaoke bar for later. Woohoo! That'll stop me getting back to my travel lodge very early, won't it? But yes, our next port of call then is right in front of us. She did direct us the right way at least, even if she couldn't remember what the pub was called. And it's that just there with the green sign on the side called Cross Foxes. Which hopefully is what we'll get at the end of next season when Leicester City hopefully get relegated again. Funny, I know. And there's one here called the Old Swan, which looks very nice. So, Cross Foxes is up next. This reminds me a little bit of a craft union. It's not a craft union, but it's look and size and everything like that, and the drinks that are on the bar and things like that. It reminds me of a craft union pub. But it definitely isn't. It's a nice enough little pub. Yeah, even as you walk into the back room, it still looks and feels like it should be a craft. I'm sure if anyone's been in the craft union pub will sort of understand what I mean by that. But it's a nice enough little place, friendly guy at the bar and stuff. It definitely looks like a craft union, but it isn't. And a nice, really friendly pub. All the people we've found so far around in Wrexham are really friendly. It's very welcoming little town. It's a small old mining town, and we often find that these are some of the friendliest towns we visit all the time. So it really isn't far to walk from the Coins Me to our next stop, the Old Swan. Just it, a traditional pub in the town is what it says. They've got a 1-bed flat to let upstairs, and from 1811. So yeah, a nice looking old little piece of history. So that's up next. It feels like an old pub. It's very narrow as you come through. It just feels like a nice old historic little pub. Goes a long way back. Not an awful lot to write home about on the taps and things. No real ale and some interesting signage. Nice little garden space, that's the thing. But yeah, I quite like it. It feels like a nice historic old pub sat on the edge of town. I'm not sure I'm on the taps, but thought while we're here, I'll show you what we've got. Yeah, it's got pool table on the end as well. Definitely feels like an old pub. Jukebox. Everything about it feels like an old boozer. It says traditional old pub, and it is a traditional old pub. We come out of it, which is just there, and just a few doors down is our next port of call, Penny Black. This one, according to Google, is up until 4 AM. Yeah, 4 AM. We won't still be here at 4 AM. I guarantee you we won't still be here at 4 AM. Anyway, Penny Black is up next. This is stop 8 of the day. Honestly, I really like it in here. I think this is pretty cool. It is a late night venue. Last orders are 3:30. I ain't gonna be here at 3:30. But have a look around in here, look. Pool tables and stuff. Up the back. Little bit of Guns N' Roses kicking in on me now. Some decent bits. But some very friendly service. Give us a wave. What's your name? Callum. Callum's a good lad. Callum's a good lad. I think this is a great. If we were staying out late, this would be where I'd come and finish mine up. You've got to see these. Look at these deals. So these are the deals that are till 1 AM. 3 vodkas for a £5. 3 buds for a £5. 3 Sambos for a £5. For a £5. Woo. That Callum, I tell you what, he's a really nice lad, full of charisma, a really nice fella. Filled us in on a little bit of the local bits. So right next door to the Penny Black is the Karaoke Bar. The Karaoke Bar. You know I love a bit of karaoke, but it's too early to do karaoke at the moment, so we're going to go in now, and hopefully the video won't finish with me absolutely steaming doing karaoke in there later.
It probably will.
I can't promise it won't. So the Karaoke Bar is stop number 9. Hey, I said it was too early for me to do karaoke. I didn't say other people wouldn't already be doing karaoke. And there are some girls there, as you can hear, knocking out a little bit of wannabe. It's a nice little place. By the same people as next door. Good little karaoke bar. Thank you. Good little karaoke bar, and I'm sure that is a hive of activity later on for sure. But we are going around the corner to the Ironworks, which is just there, and we're going to work out how to get around to it that way. So the Ironworks will be stop number 10. This has got a really good selection of beers and things on. Look. Well, got some up here. There's Campo Mowbray Foster's. Thank you, sure. I've never seen that before in my life. Via Roma, so I don't know anything about that. An AU vodka tap. The Thatcher's Tree. This is obviously another sort of late night venue and stuff as well. It's probably only just open, so DJ box dance floor, but it's very swanky, very nicely decked out. I'm very impressed. That's quirky. We had a big tour around here. Like you can walk around that. It's like a maze, but it's a quirky place. The lass on the bar, she was lovely. Very nice experience all round, to be fair, wasn't it? Yeah. So less than 50 yards down the road, bring a Parish, which says Indie Bar above it. I do like a good indie bar. Looks very smart. Looks a very smart looking little place. So I think this is stop, I want to say 11. Maybe. I want to say 11. So far we're having a very good time in Wrexham. There's a lot of variety, a lot of different space, and everybody, haven't they? Everybody has been really friendly. Yeah. And that, it's cheap. And it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap. They are two of my key things. It's cheap and everyone's friendly. Love it. Parish up next. There was an indie music bar, didn't we? Like honestly, there are some bits of nostalgia around here. For anybody who ever loved old 90s indie and stuff. Remember Sleeper? So these guys, they also own the rocking chair. So yeah, Sleeper are playing soon. I saw it while I was in the toilet. There we are, it's there. Republica also playing very soon. Little yard, space out to the back. But it's a pretty cool little place. It's the beer section, the beer selection is actually really, really good as well. Of course, obviously, the stage for gigs and bands and things like that, but can't say, a little bit of craft beer. It's the Dutch brewing I've never heard of. On there, a little bit of stuff like that. But a cool little place. Gotta love it. Super Bock. Look at that Super Bock on there. Tiny Rebel, Beavertown. Gotta love the system. The oven in this place is belting, but these are the other. So the Tiny Rebel, Boogaloo, Cunny Pale. Luna Haze is such a good beer. That was the other one from them. This place is absolutely wicked. I love this place. I love this place. Oh, it's pretty wicked. Like, have a look. Yeah, I'm not sure about that music, but the rest of it is pretty damn cool. I'll come sit in the front now so I can show you from here, but look at this. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous little space. Oldest in town. Yeah, the quotes on the wall are pretty cool. A meal without wine is called breakfast. I would have said beer, but I wholeheartedly agree with the sentiment. Right, the Parish, honestly, that is mentally good. Honestly, absolutely superb place. We're going to go and check out their other premises in a little while called the Rocking Chair, which is a gig venue. There's an indie band on there later tonight that we're going to go and check out. But we've got 45 minutes to an hour or so until that's get done. So we're walking back up the road from town, so 100 yards back up from the Parish. Has brought us to old number 7 Bar and Grill. I mean, that is Jack Daniel's branding if ever I saw it. But it says the oldest in town, established 1380. 1380. It's older than me, so can't not do this, can we? Old number 7, Jack Daniel's. I love Jack Daniel's. I love old things. Evidently, my wife loves old things, or else we wouldn't be married. Old number 7's up next. Right, I said we were going to come up to the Rocking Chair, which is owned by the guys that own the Parish. Big indie band on it here tonight. I can't remember what they were called. I will tell you as soon as I remember. But it's a wicked looking little venue. Old school looking little music venue, that look. So we said we would pop in. The guys there said go and have a look. So we will pop in and see what this is like. Love a live music venue, you know that. And it's nice to find an old school music venue, still putting indie bands and stuff like that on. So this is where Sleeper and Republica and all of them are playing very soon in Wrexham. So if indie music is your thing, I have a feeling this is going to be the venue for you. So we're going to go and check it out. Okay, so the band are called Hunter, and they're going to start in a few minutes. So we will catch one of theirs. We'll see what they're like. But yeah, Hunter, apparently big indie band on the rise in the UK at the moment. Hunter. This is a belting little gig venue, I tell you. So yeah, they're called The Hunter. What a great little gig venue. It's kind of hidden away in Wrexham, and you wouldn't necessarily expect to find it, would you? But yeah, this looks like it's going to be a great little gig venue. Cans of JD and Coke. We got proper little gig venue, this. Face in the summer, lay your hands in mine. I'll leave when I wanna. I mean, what's not to like? I mean, this is just super little fun, isn't it? The Parish was brilliant, but this is an amazing little gig venue. This ranks up there with like the Crew in Nuneaton we went to as well. Absolutely brilliant place. Honestly, I've never heard of the Hunter, and it shows my age, but they've just found one. It was a banger. We've been to a lot of gig venues, haven't we? We've been to a lot of gig venues.
We love a gig.
Honestly, we've been to a lot of gig venues all over the country, and you'll struggle to find a gig venue as good as that is in there. That is absolute quality. The band are good as well, the Hunter, so I've never heard of them. I'm going to check them out on Spotify because I've never actually heard of them. But yeah, live, they're really good. So interested to see what they are like on Spotify. One of their songs got 96 million plays.
Been around since 2015.
And here's me that's never heard of them. I just listen to Bon Jovi and AC/DC on repeat. That's all I do. I don't. I listen to a lot more. But Gaslight Anthem, yeah. But yeah, we're coming back now. So we're back in the town centre a bit now. It's only a 2-minute walk up there, but we're this one that's called 1 to 5. Looks like a bit of a late nighty disco-y type venue, but Wrexham does seem to have a lot of late night older late venues. So while we can still get in stuff for free, I don't know how many I'm going to start charging. We're going to do as we go along, so 1 to 5 up next. There seems to be a lot of these like 90s dance vibing type things going on. Obviously, we've got a load of draft like lagers and ciders on the bar, but every single one of them is off. Not a single thing off. Weird. Yeah, it's a weird one. I think there's going to be a lot of these now. Sort of. I don't know. It's not really chav. They're late night dance venues aimed at younger people, much younger than me. Right, we're trying to get as much in as we can there, because it's got to that stage of the night where stuff is either closing early or we don't really know where we're going. There's a wine bar here called Vault 33. They didn't show it to us. What did show it to us was the Royal Oak. It's Jules, however you want to say it, pub. And you know, these guys do not do bad pubs. And again, this looks like, see, look at that. So that's the Royal Oak, the Jules pub. So we're doing that next, because that, again, I said these guys don't do bad pubs, and that just looks absolutely stunning. So that is our next port of call as we carry on trying to get as much through as we can. I stand by what I say. They don't make bad pubs. It's a beauty again. It's long, it's narrow. It's a long, narrow, beautiful pub. All the Jules stuff you expect, including, not entirely sure about the big deer head up there. But yeah, it's classic Jules stuff, and it's a beauty. They always are. Why don't they make bad pubs? I don't know. It's one of life's mysteries. I'm glad they don't. So out of a banging Jules pub, down an alleyway, to a craft beer bar. It's called the Drunk Monk. My wife's already gone that way, so let's stare at her butt while we walk down the alleyway to a craft beer bar. It's their best feature, to be honest. Certainly isn't their personality, is it? What? I was just complimenting your bum, babe. So here it is. You find it down this alleyway, look. The Drunk Monk. It already looks well up my street, so yeah, I'm already impressed. You impressed? You're impressed. Yeah, I'm dead impressed. I've got a cherry amaretto sour from Tiny Rebel. And it's good. Different. Got some new stuff on.
Oh, she was like showing the face.
Some different bits. All of them. And loads of good choices in here. Neon Raptor, as you know, we live 2 minutes away from Neon Raptor Brewing. Really impressed. Some quality stuff. I love it. I think it's great. It was nice to find an extra bit of craft beer around at this time of night. Right. There are two just here. We're going to do the Golden Lion next. It's just there. And then opposite is the Wrexham Quitch. Quitch means hug in Welsh. So we're going to go for a Welsh hug. This is a beautiful old building. But it's currently stood looking like that, which is a real shame, isn't it? But let's go and do what? It was a butcher's market. Whatever that is. Yeah, it was a butcher's market, but it's now closed down, sadly. But the Golden Lion then is going to be, and this is stop what? 17? 17. 17. Doesn't feel like we've done 16 pubs already, but I know we have. So Golden Lion up next. First one we've been in bags in the things. That's been not something we've seen all night tonight, so that's good. So it's a really old, looking pub. Look, really old, all the beams. I love all the beams. Got the Wrexham lager and stuff on again. So I'm going to have a second Wrexham lager. Cast the characters for sure. I mean, all in all, like it feels like a bit of a chavvy pub, but it's got an eclectic mix of different people in, and it's not a bad pub. It's a beautiful looking pub for sure. So you know, it's winding down. It's that late night vibes. Right, so we are fast approaching midnight, which means we haven't probably got long left for doing. It's a craft union. Hey, it's a craft union. But we want to finish with a Welsh hug. And this is a Welsh hug. Wrexham Cwtch. I think they say Cwtch, 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 Cwtch. Wrexham Cwtch. See, want to finish with a Welsh hug. What better way to do it than a craft union bar? Wrexham Cwtch is how you say it. That's going to be 18 for one day. I think we've had a good innings around here. It's been, honestly, this is a great little town. I think I've got a new love and affinity for the Welsh. I think I've got a new love and affinity for this little town. I mean, it's just been an absolutely banging night out. So we're going to finish with a little Welsh hug at Wrexham Cwtch, and then we're going to go and find some food. But yeah, it's been banging. He has literally just let me film all that, stood here watching it, and now telling me that he won't let us in. Madness. Madness, 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 madness. The Norman guy is a bit of a knob, like just, honestly, he really wound me up. But the manager actually come over and let us in. It's a big craft union, big old craft union pub. Plenty of stuff going on. It's a massive, great pub. And the manageress lady is very nice. So, now we got in. Talk to you more in a minute. Yeah, that young Norman, he wound me up a little bit. What an idiot. He literally watched me and then joined in the banter while we were talking about going in. And then once we got to the door, it was like, yeah, we're shut. Luckily, said the manager, she was nice to be fair. She come over, she was fine. She let us in. Nice way to finish, but yeah, just unnecessary knobby behaviour from the doorman. But right, anyway, let's not let that sour what has been an absolutely wonderful night in Wrexham. Honestly, I've got a new love and affinity for this little town. You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would absolutely have a proper night out here, to be honest.
We're having a proper night out here.
No, but like a late.
A late one, yeah. Right, yeah, we're only have some food. But 18 pubs is not a bad innings, is it? If you've enjoyed the video, please, please, please hit subscribe. Help us grow, help us get there. Really appreciate you. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon. Hey, boss. How are we doing? All right?
What are you doing?
Well, we're filming, obviously. Like,
What are you filming?
the Great British Pub Crawl.
The what, sorry?
Read me back of my t-shirt.
Is it?
He's in. Please do hit subscribe. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. We'll see you soon.